This is like seriously behind the curtain, isn't it? All right, well, we are on the eve of First Steps to Success, the first one ever in Latvia. And I'm obviously ready for bed. I've had a pretty quiet day, a day of a lot of prayer, a lot of reading, a lot of thinking, and praying over every single name. That was fun. Praying over totally foreign names and blessing every single name that was on the list. So yeah, we're doing First Steps to Success for who? We have Latvians, Russians, Lithuanians, South Africans, Nigerians, Brits are here. Some Americans have come. Some very faithful, precious clients have come from America to support the very first Steps to Success in Latvia. We have hundreds and hundreds of people that are coming, and it's a complete shock to me. It really is. The best thing I can say is, who is my God? Who is our God if we're serving the same God? Like, who is our God? You know, small town girl from nowhere who was told my whole growing up life that no one would ever love me, that I would never amount to anything, that I was stupid, I was fat, I would never succeed, and no one would ever want me. And it wasn't only by the man that I thought was my father. It was also by somebody that I thought I was in love with as a teenager, you know? So there were many that just said, you know, you're stupid. And I clearly was. Man, I didn't read my first book till I was 21 years old and homeless. That's when I read my first book. And so, and it was hard to read that first book. So yeah, this is, I don't know. I certainly didn't expect to turn this camera on my phone and start crying, but yeah, it's very sobering. So I'm really excited about meeting Russians and these precious Latvians that have been coming to First Steps for the last 4 years. They've been tapping in to this event. And Andres and his wife and his company, I mean, when they first came here, they were totally failing financially, $60,000 in debt in a country where the average income is $600 a month. So that gives you an idea of that kind of amount of debt. And you know, he had 150 students, and now he has 2,000 students. He has a language school that now is the largest language school in the Baltics, and he was the most failing language school. You know, he went from, 6 to 8 employees to 130 employees. I mean, and he has offices all over Europe now. And he has jumped on board with this message of First Steps to Success because it changed his life. And look at this. His pastor gave him the book, Spirit-Driven Success. Right? All the way out here in a place, honestly, 4 years ago, I didn't even know this country existed. That's how terrible my geography is. I didn't even know this place existed. I remember him in Washington, D.C. or Baltimore. I know it was on the East Coast, somewhere around there, D.C. or I think it was D.C. And, we asked the crowd when we first start the event, like, where did you come from? And we want to try to see who came from the furthest place. And, he stands up and he's saying Latvia. I'm like, what? Latvia? What? Latvia? What? And then he goes, Latvia. I'm like, where is that? He goes, near Russia. I'm like, oh, I didn't even know that was a country. And then here I sit in this hotel room. I've been here for 3 days. It's my second time in Latvia. Andres put together a tour about 1.5 years ago, and it was very successful. So listen to me, friend, just listen to me. I didn't even get a chance to dream of the life that I live today. Didn't even get to. So as far as like a career, this is the last thing in the world I thought I would do with my life, really. It really is the last thing in the world I thought I would ever do with my life. A, I'm not qualified. Yeah. B, probably the wrong gender. C, definitely born in the wrong family. D, I don't have a college degree. No. But boy, I'll tell you what, my God has blessed me with wisdom. And we used it for our own family. We used it to pay off debt. We teach exactly how we paid off debt. We teach exactly how we started businesses from nothing and turned them into multi-million dollars of business. I mean, we've made tens of millions of dollars. Part-time, by the way. I've worked part-time because I've kept my family first. My husband is my first human priority. My children are next. My grandchildren after that. My family, extended family after that. And then work. The highest priority I have in my life is the God that I serve and my desire to please him and to put a smile on his face. And that's my hope and prayer tomorrow. And so I guess right now I'm kind of rambling a little bit right before I go to bed. But I'm going to ask that you pray for us over here tomorrow. You know, it's a little bit of a challenge speaking in a room where you have, I think there's 3 translators, 3 different languages that are being translated tomorrow. And that's intimidating a little bit. You know, that's a little interesting. I don't want to say intimidating because I have total peace about it, but it's just an interesting equation, right? Like me, this small town kid. All I know is that whatever you're dreaming for, get ready, because I didn't get a chance to dream this big. And I believe that's what's on the horizon for you. There's so much bigger than you can even imagine. Like your mind cannot even fathom. Like you haven't even been able to see what the impossible is. And so that thing that you're hoping for, you know what I mean? That thing that you're like clinging to, that you're trying to believe for, that everyone around you is telling you can't do it, it's never going to work, and you're not qualified, and you got this disgusting past, and no one's ever going to want you, no one's ever going to listen to you, no one's ever going to believe in you, no one's ever going to believe what you do, right? I mean, those are all the same things I heard. So I'm telling you that my God is laughing in the face of all of those naysayers today. As he has done what he's done in my life. And I hope you choose to follow him and pursue him and chase him down, because it's the best thing I've ever done with my life. And he answers the cry of my heart, and he'll answer the cry of your heart. He answers the deepest desires of your heart when you think that it's never going to happen. And then he does far more. He exceeds far more. I think I'm going to be a mess tomorrow. I'm hoping I'm really not. I'm really kind of surprised at what's happening inside of me right now, because I don't get this way before I speak. I've spoken in lots of foreign countries. It's just, I don't know. I think it's because it's 25 years this week, this day that I was homeless. So I think I'm reminiscing a lot about that very painful experience, that really beauty has come from ashes. Obviously not so beautiful right now. But yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to talk to you and tell you I'm going to bed. I know that perhaps you are awake and your day, and maybe it's the middle of your day. By the way, later on, you're going to see a video that I did with a friend of mine who's a rabbi. And we did the video earlier today. It's just complicated how we had to pull it all together. But basically, he and I Skyped together. He's in Israel. I'm here in Latvia. And he and I just wanted to share something with you that's taking place on Sunday. And just wanted you to be aware. Wanted you to know. And it's a chance for you to, like, I don't know, just be really blessed. It's, you know, it's a holiday that's taking place, and you can have a chance to be really blessed on that day. I didn't want you to miss it. And so we kind of did this makeshift, like, he basically recorded a Skype call. And so really we were just talking like we do. We talk pretty often. We love to learn with each other. And I've learned a lot from him, and I've had the chance to share some stuff with him, and it's really been an awesome experience. So I just wanted to introduce you to my friend. It was like kind of like a personal Skype call is what it was. So be watching out for that a little bit later. I'll be sleeping while you're watching that, but I really want to hear from you and know what you think about yeah, that video too, and this one. Okay, it really blesses me to hear from you and to know what's going on inside of you. And also share this with other people. I know, what a terrible looking video, right? But share this with other people. Other people need to hear stories that are going to help to propel them to a different place. All right, I got to go to bed. Good night. God bless you. Please, 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 please pray for us over here. All right, bye.